go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I want to thank everybody who participated in the display contest this year. You guys always do such an amazing job. Joni is not here today, so you guys are stuck with me. So I'm going to try and get us through this. We have a lot of things to go over today, a lot of great guest speakers. I do want to mention that we do have coffee and donuts inside, and lunch will be served around noon. To start, I will be passing out the retirement lists and drawing slips. And Lisa is going to start us off here with our, what are we going over?
I'm going to show you the 2023 Halloween launch. Kind of early, right? Yeah. All right, so first off, I want to say thank you to everybody who's braving the cold. That was supposed to be funny. To be here this morning, it's normally not sweater weather for me when I'm here, but nonetheless, it's a gorgeous day. So yesterday was our retirement day. We've done this for many, many, many years, and I was told this week on a call that 3 years from next year will be our 50th anniversary. Can you believe that? Department 56, 50 years old. So we have a lot of planning to do. Anyway, you're all being handed the retirement list, and I know your first thought will be, why so small? Well, number one, it's small because obviously we don't have Alpine or New England on it anymore. And additionally, we are discontinuing our licensed pieces and cross product. That gives us the freedom to bring it back down the road if we would like to. We do have a list of the discontinued cross product because there's a good chance it is kind of in the retirement pool. And we'd be happy to share that with you. We're just not printing it out and handing it out. So if there's something you want to buy, we can check and see if it's something that's on that discontinued list. So let's get started, and let's start the preview of the 2023 for next year on Halloween. Now we also launched early, but I'm not going to show it till next year because we want to focus on what we have now, the North Pole, Snow Village, Dickens, and City for next year. So if you run into me, I may give you a little tidbit of what's coming, but we'll show you the Halloween for this year. And Paul's going to be up here with me because he works at our home office and he works with the other guys, and he may have a little comment or two on some of these new pieces. All right, so the first slide is going to show you that our haunted wheels, which are our food trucks, are in their 4th year. The Trick or Treat Lane and the Witch Hollow have been going from 2012 till now. And then our dated crypt for 2023 is in its 10th anniversary. So if you've got all those crypts, you're quite lucky because I hear they're going for a pretty penny on the secondary market. All right, we'll go ahead and get started then. Okay, so our haunted food trucks. This one I thought was so fun. So, you know, we have Taco Tuesday, right? But in Halloween Village, we have Taco Tuesday. Very, very fun. And then the accessory with this is Eat More Brains. Get stressed up? I know. They have to, these are all supposed to be pretty gross, so I think they hit the mark on that.
Yeah, he does good on it.
So for Trick or Treat Lane, we have the Kraken House. I think this is a pretty amazing piece. I don't know how they even sculpt something like that. Maybe Paul can talk to us about the tentacles coming out. Are those attachments that go back in? Is it part of the mold?
You want to return?
Yeah. So those are all sculpted separately, and then they're placed into those areas on the building.
I'm just happy we have pirate stuff.
Yes. So when I was up in Washington a couple weeks ago and I showed this to the owners of the Sprinkles, they said, oh my gosh, this is going to be so good for us because they just got an NHL hockey team called the Krakens. So they were very happy about that. And then the accessory is a father and son dressed up, and it's called X Marks the Spot.
Okay.
Beautiful glamour shot of the new Witch Hollow. And this is Trixie's Trick Shop. Lots of fun windows and the green doors, and the accessory, you can go to the next slide, shows the squirting frog trick. So it's a little kind of a magic trick shot. So here we go. This is the 10th anniversary of these crypts. This is the new one. They all have a different architectural style. They all have a little pumpkin on the doorstep. And this is the second year that we've got a lady ghoul kind of out in front. This is Madame Woodlow. This is a gorgeous glamour shot of Castle Calvaria. We haven't done a castle in a long time in a drawbridge. There it is up close. So you've got the drawbridge, you've got lots of skulls, lots of skull trees, and then you have the Mad Knight of Calvaria as the accessory to marry to this piece. Okay, so we've got another pirate piece. This is the Pirate Haven Hideaway, and the accessory is called Explosive Skullduggery. When I first heard they were going to do a pet cemetery, I was a little like, oh, that's just so sad. But it actually is really, really sweet. So you look in the front yard, so it's got the little cemetery at the back, and then you've got everything in front. There's a fire hydrant, paper dog
And the
toys,
retirement, I'll have a retirement list.
and then the accessory is very similar to our lit ghost, but it's kind of looks like a golden retriever, and it's called Lit Buddy's Ghost. I think this is.
The illusion is a little smaller than the picture. It looks a little bigger.
Yeah, they photoed that kind of
Yeah,
strange.
it's lit, but so Buddy is the dog on the apple barn that sits out front that says Buddy likes to be petted. Is
So
that
he
Buddy
died?
from the apple barn? I saw when that first came out.
You know, there's more than one dog named Buddy. I think that dog. Yeah. Oh gosh, you just broke my heart. Yeah. You know, Bella's, Buddies. You know, I think there's two Buddies. But thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah,
Okay. So we had a high school years ago, the Polar High School. And as we do, we'll come out with something years later that goes out with something from years ago. We love to drive you crazy. So this is the homecoming float. You know, you've got the 56 represented, you've got the orange balloons. This I would say is our fall selection for this year. And then you've got the little cheerleader. So if you're lucky enough to have the high school, now you have the homecoming float to go with it. There's the high school. Another beautiful glamour shot. You know, we have a woman named Kelly Hopeland, and she and her husband do all of these glamour shots, right, Paul? They don't. Just two people put these together, and they're just stunning. Okay, so this is cross products. Some of this is art because we didn't have the final pieces to shoot when we did this presentation. But the haunted skull tree is very similar to the green glitter tree that we probably have in the city. And it lights up beautifully, and Paul and I were at an open house somewhere together. Remember where that was? Where you came Oh, it was at City Lights.
Yeah.
And they had a green tree from another manufacturer, and he stole the idea and went home and
to us.
they do it to yeah, that's right. So he loved that tree so much.
We did it better too.
We always do it better. It might cost a little bit more, but we always do it better. So the green tree, you know, do go see that green tree in the displays. It's beautiful, and the LED lights that light it up make it fun. So
A lot of impact for a small kind of animated.
sounds like me. A lot of impact. So the haunted skull tree is just wonderful. So we have that same glittered effect. It's got the skulls on it. We've got lots and lots of skulls going into Halloween this year. Now this utterly unbelievable, either you love it or you hate it. I think it's kind of interesting. Yes. So this will be an animated cow with the space guy going around, the spaceship.
just lights up.
Oh, he's not animated. Oops. Okay. Well, I
But
didn't
there's
say
lights
that.
that shine on it. Perfect. And we've seen both these pieces, so it's artwork here. They're they look great.
Okay, then a new tree. So this is similar to our old tree, but this is taller. He's holding a broom, and there's a cat on the base. So I think this is wonderful. And lots of skull stuff. So we have the skull throne. We have the skull steps. You know, we already have the skull road. A new skull tree. And of course, we gotta have skull wall, right? You gotta make your vintage with all this. And then a new set of Halloween dressed up dogs. And the reason I love this set of 3 is because not one of them is a dog. They're all cute. But sometimes we'll do a set of 3 and one of them is like, kind of missed the mark. But these are all very, very cute. And then we have a new witch. Okay? We need some just generic people to put around, right? That's what I'm always asked for, and they did. So we have Double Trouble, and the reason she's called Double Trouble is she's got a little cat at the base of her skirt. And vintage pumpkins. So, now I would thought we would have gotten that way before the vintage pumpkins. But I guess something about that. So on this vintage kind of stuff, last year we did some yard signs and we did a billboard. They had that vintage feel. So these pumpkins will go great with it. And a lot of people are really finding the need to enhance their village pieces with lots of more little stuff for their yards. And then very, very cute new pumpkin street lights. And then Sasquatch, you know, he just kind of finds his way into any village. But they did this one for Halloween, but I think it could go many more places. Hi, Debbie Children. Hi, Marbella. Sorry. And
We're late.
that's okay. Have a seat. So those are metal, flat. The tree has dimension, and then we have 3 other kind of metal pieces that could go with the yard decor. Okay, right. Raised from the Dead is the skeleton lit piece. And then, you know, we do a skeleton every year that's kind of a play on words. So we have matrimony. And then we have Midnight's Howl. So we've had the Clouder of Cats, which, you know, a Clouder of Cats is a grouping of cats, but now they put some with pumpkins. So again, more stuff to go with the villages, and cats are so perfect for Halloween. And then this little guy in the center, I just think he's weird enough to be good. The little corn creeper. You know, can you see him cruising up your what? Your sidewalk? There you go. I just think he's so funny. And then we have a new little haunted tree that has a raccoon at the base. So we've got a raccoon that's come into the village. Yep. Then we have Rex Needs More Candy. These are kind of our family-friendly accessories, not really creepy. And then, you know, they have those trash bags that look like pumpkins. So this poor woman doesn't do enough. She's picking up the leaves. And then we have the little scary stumps set of 2. Oh, you steal my heart. So we have done this for Christmas Lane in Snow Village, kind of an entrance way to all these over-decorated houses. Well, now we have one for Trick or Treat Lane. So that wonderful street where everybody's trying to outdo each other, now there's a beautiful entrance. Haunted Mansion. So I was in Kentucky yesterday talking to those folks, and they said, we don't care about the Haunted Mansion in Anaheim. We want Disney World. I'm like, well, let's kind of wrap up Anaheim first, and then we may. Didn't Florida just get, blown off the map? So there is one new piece for this series, and it's gorgeous. Is the horseless hearse. So if you've been to Anaheim, you know that's right out in front. And anytime we do a coach, they're just stunning pieces. So this is the next for that, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Mr. Pumpkin Town is right here. So there's 3 new pieces for next year. We have the Pumpkin Town Carving Studio. Minnie picks the winner. And you know, we always have to have a water tower. So do you want to say anything about Pumpkin Town?
I guess the only thing is that Millie picks the winner. It's the contestants for the sculpted pieces are basically a pumpkin, a Mickey pumpkin, and a Donald pumpkin. She's judging. She's the judge. It's kind of a fun idea.
Okay, Ghostbusters. So Ghostbusters was launched a year ago. Came out at mid-year, which means it came out, just before Christmas. And we took a year off because we just didn't have enough factory space to bring some of these in, which was a shame because we hate to have any kind of a separation. But we have now finished kind of this off. So we have the library and Mr. Stay Puft. And show, how big is he? Do you know? Have you seen him? He's huge. Okay, very fun. Yeah. And then we have Ray and Winston, the other Ghostbusters that we didn't have on the initial launch. So we have finished this off. Ta-da! Okay, so did we get?
Did I collect everybody's drawing slip? No.
All right, we gotta make sure everybody's in here. So the first thing we're gonna give away today is something that just retired. It is probably one of my favorite pieces ever. I love snowman, and this snowman has the best face in the world.
Snowy's diamond.
So this was signed by Paul, because he did this piece.
I'm sad it's retiring.
I am too. I love it. Diners are good. Diners, churches, bars, they're all good. So let's see. Everybody has a slip, correct?
Winner.
What a shock.
Mary Kay.
Very good.
I was gonna say you right off
All right, so
Right after
as we
me.
progress through the day, we will do more. We've got 2 more signed village pieces.
Yeah,
A couple of
my competition.
Paul and I are going to be inside, and we will be available to sign. So if you want to step away and come in, great, or you can do it right before, right after lunch, whatever you want. But I just wanted to give everybody a chance. If anybody had any questions for Paul, since he's here, and we've kind of been off the signing trail for a couple years, I'm going to give him the microphone just for a couple minutes. If you have any questions, I'm sure he would be thrilled to answer. He loves when I put him on the spot like that.
All right, thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it, and I think I'll answer questions for sure. I just wanted to say first, people ask me all the time what my favorite part of my job is, or how I got my job, all that stuff, and I think it's always the question. But I always say, I think of selfishly, I say, it's the concepts, coming from concepts, and then doing the initial kind of sketch is kind of my favorite part, and then actually seeing it. Whatever, 2 years later, seeing it on the shelves in stores, and it's kind of just as personally rewarding. But the biggest thing, obviously, none of that matters without you guys seeing how you guys all appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. It's huge. It's huge. So none of it means anything without all of you and your enthusiasm for it. That's what obviously means the most to me. To see everybody's faces and they're excited about the product. That's the biggest thing. So I just want to get that out. Thank you all very much. First question back there.
Actually, I don't have a question, but I do have something I want to share with you. Lisa mentioned that next year's 50 years for Department 56.
No, next year, 3 years.
Is how many?
It's
3
2026.
years of
Okay, well, it's coming up anyway.
Yeah.
So my thing I want to share with you is that of all those many years, Lisa Johnson has been a sales rep with the company for 35 years.
30.
Okay, I'll get it right here. Anyway,
Lisa, get your phone out and record this.
I wanted to recognize Lisa. She does such a good job for everybody, the
Yeah.
retailers, for all of us collectors. And even though I got it wrong, you'll still be with me 35 years.
Thank you,
Yep, thank you. Question? Yeah.
Well, do any of the artists consider any of the suggestions from the citizens that
Yeah, all the time. We do all the time. You know, we have lists. Each line has lists, running lists, and I'm sure the majority of the stuff on the list is from customers, and we go through them. And sometimes it might not show up right away, but I'm
It's
trying to think
true,
of,
it happens.
it does
And
happen.
I've asked for several things and they popped up eventually.
Well, the pizza in North Pole, the
Yeah.
pizza that's a direct, you know, comment or a request from people. Sue for sure.
And the gingerbread
And gingerbread and yes.
Pirates.
Pirates, it happens a lot. I mean, we're always taking that into consideration. So,
So do you
yeah.
just submit those online on the website?
Yes, I think you can. I don't know where does that. So where do they? If they have ideas, is there a place online that they can, like on Facebook, they can just message or something? When we do Facebook lives, when we do the Facebook live, people will comment in the comments, and then Melinda will put a list together every week or so. She'll
Tell me.
record. So.
I'll get it.
Tell Lisa, she'll be here, of course. Any other questions? Sue?
What you working on for 2024?
What am I? Oh, let's see. Now you put me on the spot.
Little sneak.
Any requests? Grocery store, that's on the list? That's on the list?
A North Pole piece with village in it.
So like
A
North
little
Pole,
window with little North
they're
Pole
making
village
the-
in
But the
making
North
the
Pole
same.
Village store, where you go buy your
it.
village.
Exactly.
I like it. I like it.
Do you
We're
want
about halfway through 2024 design right now, so.
All right,
Still-
2025.
25, yeah.
do you want to share what the gingerbread piece is for next year?
Sure. So gingerbread we did. You're talking about the. Yeah. So I gotta make sure. I don't want to give any because I'm actually done with the next one already. So that's the 2024 piece. But the one for 2023 is a train engine, gingerbread train engine.
So cute.
It turned out really cute. Yeah.
And I have a
It's
photo
fantastic.
of it, so we can show it if you want to see it. We're entertained.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Turned out really nice. I'm happy with it. Yes.
There's a very cute gingerbread truck out there, and it's way to get your coffee.
I think I will look at that. I have some sketches of the gingerbread truck. That was one of the things for the accessories. We'll probably push more. I mean, I think we got how many buildings now? 4 or 5 buildings. So
Gingerbread?
yeah, cool. So we'll have. I think we're gonna fill in some accessories. You know, kind of fill it in. Yeah. But truck would be great.
So do you have any ideas you want to give Paul? Like something you want? Yeah, right there.
So I love Halloween, and you said something about the licensed pieces maybe going away. So I know it was licensed piece. They did the Pennywise and his SS Georgie little gutter scene.
Yes.
So I incorporated and built a whole house to commemorate that out of foam. I would love for you to build one out of resin or porcelain
Do it.
and sell it to me. And that's the house is the house on Nebolt Street from the movie It.
I'm trying to remember. You know how licensing is a tricky
Yeah,
thing.
I'm sure it is.
I don't know. I can't remember exactly what happened. I think a lot of times those houses in movies like that are owned by people. So it's
This was
like,
a facade they put up in Canada, so
it was a facade.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why we didn't do it in the first place.
Right.
You know, it seems like a kind of a no-brainer.
Right.
But usually with licensing, there's usually a reason for it. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
I'll find out. I'll ask and find out and see what the scoop is.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. think we'll probably end. I don't know. We'll probably do another one because there's 2 right now, and I did and I think I kind of gave it away a little bit because I did the Facebook Live yesterday, the day before, and I kind of gave it away. So we're gonna do at least one more. So, but yeah, and I kind of switched. Have you seen the finial one? I don't know. So we did a finial tree topper. Yeah. The next one's coming out. Yeah. So I think we're gonna do. I did that one. I kind of mixed that one, need some pipes. So I think we'll go back to the smaller kind of footprint. And this one's small. The footprint's small too. It's just got some pipes. So I think it'll be a nice little. And that'll be 3 of them. Who knows? Maybe if they sell really well, people really like them. We'll probably do another one too. So.
So one thing that I get asked, I keep interrupting, I'm sorry. One thing I get asked a lot is we need more transportation, like little cars and stuff. Like everybody has to walk everywhere. We have no way for them to get from here to there.
Good exercise.
It is. They get their 10,000 steps in, but we need more transportation and we need more accessories where they're just doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We all
Yes.
agree?
I have one taxi cab and that's it.
Yeah.
More tax.
We need
Now
to
it's
do more.
City has more than that. That's
Right.
Yeah.
And more clergy.
More
And
what?
clergy.
More clergy.
Yeah.
I know we
those
put
churches.
the accessories and transportation on the list. It's in the forefront, and I don't know if we're gonna do like a little grouping of them, but we're definitely gonna do. There's gonna be a lot of just kind of individual accessories that aren't tied to a building and transportation too. So we'll be seeing that soon. I'm gonna go next. I'll come back to you. I don't think at this point we're not, but it might be, because I don't think those officially retired, so I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and I think
They
those,
don't need to be real big.
right, yeah, they're kind of a smaller. Yes, and I think some of the licensors kind of are real kind of stringent with what we do, so it has to be exactly right off of the book or whatever. No, they're gonna think about that. Okay, I gotta go back to, who had their hand up, but okay, yes.
More elves, please.
More elves?
Yes.
I know I had to sign up for my family.
Just 2 elves, yeah. No, elves are on the list too. That kind of goes along with what Lisa was talking about more, just kind of general. I just sketched something up for just elves doing something. We used to do the trees. People were asking for, we used to do the kind of, I think it was trees around the world or like trees from different countries, and the elves were decorating them up. So we need to do more stuff like that, I think, or just elves doing general things. Yeah. Yes. Well, I see it. Why did they, or I don't know. Lisa?
So the thing is, we have to look at the popularity of the piece, how many we have left, do we have enough to do another run? And sometimes they just want to do a surprise. So, not everybody's collecting the fall stuff. That's been kind of a hard push. Yeah. Did I answer your question? It's just kind of based on numbers, what we have left.
More seated people. We need a piece of paper. Lisa's got it locked up.
Truthfully, this is what we hear over and over.
Yes, we do. And we're hearing it. We're definitely hearing it. And we had it in our last meeting. Rick, our the creative director, is retiring now, and we have Tim is our new kind of creative guy, and he's listening to everything. So it's definitely on the forefront of the list. Seated figures, more figures, not tied to buildings, transportation, all that stuff. So you will be seeing that stuff. Definitely. Right.
When you talked about walking buses and all that, I would like to see more bicycles.
Or bicycles? Okay. Biking's huge right now. Yes. Okay.
Patty?
Or Chinatown. Yeah. Especially people. Right.
More Chinatown. So is that in the city? Yeah. Or
Yeah,
in the city.
yeah.
So you're talking about accessories, just accessories that fit with Chinatown?
Buildings.
Yeah, buildings.
Whatever it
too.
might be.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
so much you can do with it.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
And there's a lot of people that collect it, and frankly, people are buying from Lemax because they're doing things. They didn't do anything this year, but in ads they have. So I I'd rather buy Department 56.
Yes,
than
we
have
want you to
this
do that
So would
too.
we.
Or Chinatown.
Yeah, Lisa has a picture of some little girls that's really cute. I sent her a couple of years ago. I can resend that.
Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, accessories for China. Okay.
I'd like a trolley
A trolley for city?
or
For Snow Village. A trolley for Snow Village. Okay. Lisa's got that locked up too.
Yeah.
The list is getting longer. Yes.
For Dick, I went to Victorian University and I saw that there's a lot with Cambridge. Are they going to add anything to the other universities? No.
I don't think so. Not at this point. Yeah. No. Okay, she's got the answer. Yeah.
That license.
I don't think so.
ran
She
its
knows.
course. That
Okay.
license ran its course.
Never be doing anything, individual buildings that could go with the
Buildings that go with Alpine Village. We've talked about potentially, like with anniversaries, maybe doing a piece here and there when the anniversary comes up. I don't know how that works with stores. I think it's difficult for the stores to display it if they don't have it. They're not fully committed to it, but we have talked about it, and I think we probably will. I'm not sure how it's going to
Remember, we
work
have a
yet. but-
50th anniversary coming up. So we're going to want to commemorate a lot of villages that maybe not here anymore.
Right. And that is what we talk about, just doing one here and there. Because like we know obviously people who collected Alpine for many, many years and like to add to it.
We
here.
ended the market booths on 13, and that's just so unlucky. So we should do.
Well, no, it's not.
Okay, but except for you.
It doesn't always
Tell
come.
everybody there's 13 booths, and if now all of a sudden I'm wrong, I'm really going to No.
I know,
We could do another booth for a special celebration, right?
That's what I think those villages are kind of at a point where we just need to kind of give it a little rest and then come back here and there and do like really special pieces. And it's kind of it gets kind of difficult with those lines how to add to them after 20, 30 years. I mean, you can still come up with ideas, but a lot of times it's kind of just redoing things. And so hopefully we can just stick to the winners when we do it. Yes.
Number one, can we be a little more proportional in the scale of the transportation? Number one. And number two, are you ever going to bring back any kind of decent little spotlights or black lights?
Spotlights or black lights? Oh, because we used to have. Are you talking about the little plastic ones that yes, that pivoted? We could do that. Nice
I'd rather
spotlight.
plug into your system than I would leave it.
We did one for the theater. Oh, sorry.
We obviously didn't talk at all. There is a little set of spotlights with LED lights
It's on
here.
its way.
Go with a theater, and they will, have a little give in them to them. So yes, they'll be very different than what we did.
I don't know about that.
Spotlight, not a black light.
Leave that talking purple lights.
Who?
Yes. That they light up paint, certain paints. They'll light up the paint.
They're great for Halloween.
Okay.
We've done that. We tried to do that a couple of times. I think. Yeah, the rocks.
that's
The
right.
rocks. Yeah. I know they didn't. There was something weird with them. They didn't work out. And the sizing of the transportation. We usually, it's obviously sizing is an issue. We've got the people that are because they're at the second story of the building. What do you size the vehicle to? Normally I think we kind of size it more to the people, but you got to kind of find that happy medium. So are the vehicles? When you say are they too small? Do you think or too big, or is it just a mix? You don't really.
It's a mix too big.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a downtown area, more than a building than it is people, unless you stack your people around. So it's a complicated thing.
It is. Yes, it is.
But I don't know what feeling is, so I've got all sorts of weird feelings.
Yeah. Right. It's a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Maybe bring back this one part of it.
Carnival stuff. I mean, we talk about carnival stuff, but in those I don't know, Lisa. Do you want to answer that? The carnival, what we?
I mean, there's nothing on the horizon for that, I do know, but we can put that idea out there again. You know, it just has to make sense, like it would be something maybe you could add to something you did, but for all the new people, you know.
Make it part of the park.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it on the list.
Any more questions? All right. So,
Okay, I'm gonna pass it on.
Paul will be right inside the door signing pieces if you guys have any more questions or want a piece signed.